Kurt. Yelling.
Jordy,
For the sake of yelling.
got your barrel blocker in?
Yep.
Check that. And mags.
Okay, okay.
And I'll give him the next one. Alright. All good? Barrel blockers in lesson? Awesome. Alright, morning everybody.
Morning. Morning.
Okay. How's everybody feeling?
Tired, man.
Tired.
You just said you were tired.
I don't know anything other than that. It's like if I tell you how you feel today and you say I'm alive, I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Anybody sore?
Yeah. I got a quad.
Listen, guys. I only ask you guys questions that you know the answers to, and they're not trick questions.
You said you were psychic yesterday.
When I choose to be, then I'll let you know.
What's the weather forecast for today?
Weather forecast for today, you know what? I tried having a chat with God. He helped us yesterday. He said, today, leave me alone. I ask him for too many things every day, so, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Confusing, because my iPhone app weather thing states nothing but cloud today, no rain. And then the internet is saying thunderstorms and rain. So we'll make the best of it. Okay, what we're going to do right now is we're going to start with about a 10-minute warm-up, our whole dry routine incorporating everything, all the positions, transitions, and all of the reloads and the malfunction clearing. We're going to do that, get our minds and our body squared away and back on track into the game. We're going to, from there, go over working with barricades. Okay, the barricade work is going to transition us into, it's going to set the platform into doorways, which is where we're going to start with the active shooter stuff. Okay, so we're going to do barricade stuff dry first, learn our concepts of barricade work and do some dynamic drills with it. Then we are going to go live with a drill that we normally use to finish day one. Okay, it's called the Warrior and His Weapon Drill. Fun little drill. If you are not sore yet, that drill is designed to make sure you will be. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do nothing but shooting. A lot of drills, really quick. All right, we got some catching up to do because of yesterday's early dismissal because of the weather. So we're going to empty out a lot of rounds, break for lunch, and then we're going to get right into the active shooter stuff. We're going to start dry and then go live with the active shooter stuff. Any questions, I think, so far? Okay, let's have 1, 2, 3, line 1, 1, 2, 3, line 2, spread out. Big play area here, so use the space, spread down a little more. John, thank you, Mike, center a little more. Excellent. Okay, everybody remembers that we're in the -5. Put yourselves in that mindset right now. Whatever you guys are, as far as your training and your skills and your capability and your mindset, this threat in front of you has worked his ass off a lot longer than you have, with a lot more devotion and intent than you have. Learn everything that you know and everything that you do, and this is the moment that he is coming to unload all of that on you to carry out his objective of killing you so he can go and kill innocent people. Rounds are already flying at you. That is where we start the fight from. The fight never starts in the low ready. We never give ourselves the upper hand with anything. Because when these guys attack us, they make sure we have no clue that it's coming. Weapons out, neutral ready. Remember that if I call out jam, you just remedy the malfunction based on what the weapon tells you. So if your slide is locked forward, it's a jam 1. The remedy is what? It's a tap rack. Your gun will be in what condition then?
Locked in the rear.
Slide will be locked to the rear. You leave it there, okay? I yell jam again. You're now going to have what? An empty. Your remedy, nice and quick, be empty. The only jam that I will identify by the jam type is a double feed, okay? Called double feed. You just remedy according to what the remedy is for that. All right, eyes on your threat. Create your line of fire. That line of fire is your eyes, it's not the gun. Get that laser from you to where you want those rounds to go. Your mind is sharp, your mind is aggressive. We're playing in violence now. That's the only thing that exists here is violence. If you're less violent than him, he's gonna win. Engage, 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 engage. And back. What's the order of priorities when we return? Weapon, primary threat, and then your environment. Ready. Engage. You see those fingers working? See those fingers working. Body strong. Plus. Minus. Minus. Plus. And back. Ready. Up. Left. Right. Right. Jab. Slide should be locked to the rear. Left. Weapon never points to the sky or to the ground. So as you're moving your head to check left or right, your weapon comes in to that halfway point, but it's still pointing down range. Left. Rear. Mirroring. Right. Oh, get a mag in. Everybody has a mag in their weapon? Yes? Okay. Jab! What do you got? Don't do anything automatically. You're wasting time if you're doing that. You check your weapon and go according to what the weapon tells you it is. Standing. Right. Down. Okay, right. Next. Remember that the weapon is only out here when we're actually engaging. As soon as I stop to engage, weapon retracts. Retracts for two purposes. Number one is that I want to open up as much of my field of view as I can. I want no obstructions in here. Okay? So I bring it in here. This also facilitates that ejection port scan. Okay, I'm not doing it out here. It's here. Okay? Next, if I have to transition, I want the weapon as close to my center line as possible, not here, because that's just a waste of time now to bring it all the way back out. But I don't want to be swinging it all the way around and from here, okay? I'm in from here, so I've got a much shorter distance to be able to punch it out. That pointing mechanism right here, this motion, this also aligns the weapon with our center line. And the key to point shooting, again, is that center line. Anything that you face, naturally, anything that you face, your center line is right on it, okay? And that's what we want to merge that weapon to. That becomes that launch point for the point shooting. And then it just merges up with our eyes to solidify its trajectory, okay? All right, eyes forward, weapons up, neutral ready. and back. Ready. Up. Left. Remember to look first. Left. Right. Kneel. Rear. Good. Good. Standing. Right. Jam. Right. Jam. Eyes on target. Eyes on target. You never take your eyes off the target. Rear. Double feed.
Quick, fast, in a hurry. Let's go.
Quick, 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 quick. Eyes on the threat. Eyes on the threat.
Come on, Mike. Go.
Down. Up. Rear. Jam.
Sit down.
And then I set up. Okay, get back in. Keep engaging.
Put your head in the game.
Left. Good. Left. Jam.
Quick, fast, in a hurry. Let's go.
Left.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Left. Down. Up. Jam.
Get it sorted.
Kneeling. Plus. Minus. Standing. Jam. Uh-oh. Now what? Is the fight done? Okay. Mags. Yeah, for sure. In 2008, the last 2 weeks of 2008, we had our first Gaza war. So we received orders to start preparing for this incursion about half a year in advance. We all got posted on the Gaza border. Everybody got moved in on the border there about a week before. A week goes by, and then Air Force, Navy, Artillery, they start strategically bombing places in Gaza. They bombed all along the border where we knew that Hamas had tunnels. Their whole strategy was they had tunnels dug all the way past the border, and their whole thinking was to have us, once we pass the border and we're over the tunnels, they would come up from behind. So our Air Force, Navy, and Artillery, they start bombing the hell out of all the places that we knew they had tunnels, and then we move in. Leading up to all this, Hamas was also preparing. They were preparing for our incursion. And just like everybody here has seen the evolution of all of these terror groups. They started out as, years ago, these sandal-wearing sand dwellers, and today they are as militaristic of an organization as any other military organization. as far as how they structure themselves, and they have command structures, and they have all these different units and divisions, and they have their own special operations teams, and they conduct intelligence and recon operations. From us, we started to see them. They suddenly were dressed in black BDUs from head to toes, looking like soldiers. They'd have notebooks on them with surveillance notes. They would be on posts. They started to really organize themselves, thinking that they are now a professional military operation. And as we were ramping up, getting ready for this incursion, they were starting their whole macho facade as well, and saying, we're ready for the IDF, let them roll in. We are a military now, and we've got tactics and strategies, and let them come. We're ready for them, and we're going to defeat them. And they had all this big show that was going on, this big front they were putting on with this whole paramilitary mentality and this macho attitude of theirs. War breaks out, the bombing ends, we all move in on the ground. And as we move in, we start to find their uniforms thrown all over the place. No sign of them for quite some time. We came in, the whole facade suddenly disappeared. When the reality of what they're about to face hit them, the tanks were rumbling in and thousands of soldiers marching in towards them. Those uniforms, they took off those uniforms. They didn't want to be identified all of a sudden as Hamas. They were afraid. They took off. They went scouring and hiding. Because that is what they are at heart. They're a bunch of fucking cowards. That is what a terrorist is. A fucking coward. Delusional and mentally insane. Filled up with a demented ideology. So, whether that comes to light or not has to do with what we give them to work with. If he pops up and he starts shooting at us, he feels powerful behind that weapon. If we let him feel that way, he's only going to continue to get ramped up. He's only going to continue to feel big and strong and powerful, and that all of his preparation is actually successful and amounts to something. And he's going to keep on moving forward. You're out of ammo, and you go charging at that son of a bitch, screaming like Rambo. The likelihood is he's going to throw his weapon down and run. You don't win physically and tactically in any type of a fight. It's not how fights are won. Punching somebody in the face and knocking them out, shooting them between the eyes and killing them, those are incidental. We train to try to let those things live in the middle of a fight, and we hope that they do, but they're incidental. You don't win because you're good, because you're strong, because you have better tactics. You win because you completely deteriorate the enemy's resolve and capabilities. Everybody here knows what a great white shark is? Yes?
Yep.
It's one of my biggest fucking fears in life, are sharks. Okay, that's why I don't take baths. All right? Fully grown great white shark. Things reach about 18 feet in length. They weigh about 1.5 tons to 2 tons. They're freaking scary. They open up their jaws, they will swallow us whole from head to toe. Who here thinks that they can take on a great white shark and win? A fully grown great white shark and win? I can. Let me drag that sucker out onto land, and then I'll fucking take him all day long. In the water, we stand no chance, obviously. Every single thing that shark is and can do, physically, tactically, mentally, he has, we have nothing. We're inferior. Bring him out onto land, that superior freaking machine is suddenly nothing. That's how we win fights. That's how us in Israel, a tiny little speck of land surrounded by a huge geography and a massive population that has a hell of a lot more firepower than we do and more soldiers than we do, that is how we have managed to survive this long and kick ass. Because we understand how to defeat our enemies, not just win fights. You're in a fight right now. You're not shooting. Your gun goes, you got no more ammo, you still bring them a fight. You charge with everything that you have. And I guarantee you that's going to screw him up. We're not going up against warriors. We're going up against cowards that are dressed up like warriors. Anybody can pick up a gun and shoot. So what happens on the other end of that gun that dictates if that gun will be successful. Why is it that in an active shooter situation you end up with so many casualties? Because everybody instinctively and by protocol are taught to run and hide. Everybody gives themselves up as a target. All that killer has to do is walk around and find these targets hiding around places. We all know that if an active shooter walked through a classroom and every single student in that classroom was trained to charge and take them down, you might end up with 1 or 2 casualties, but that thing will be over in a matter of seconds and there will be no more dead people. Correct? It's the way that it goes. It's no different than us in the middle of the fight. If we're going to die, we're going to die. Then that's what's meant to be. We're all going to die anyways eventually. It's inevitable. But if that moment is our moment, then it's going to happen. However, it could very well be as well that that moment was not the moment that it was written for us to die. But because we chose to rely on just a gun, and all we had to do was frickin' charge and beat the hell out of that guy to stay alive, because we simply relied on one simple tool that doesn't do anything for us. We all understand. The gun is either 100% effective or 100% ineffective. It all depends on how you use it. But it's just a tool. If all we do is rely on that tool, and that tool goes on us, and we have nothing else beyond there, then we are just guaranteeing the objective of that person trying to kill us. You understand? Weapons out, eyes on the threat. Right. Down. Up. Rear. Jam. Kneeling. Standing. Right. Rear. Down. Up. Right. Down. Up. Rear. Rear. Standing.
Hang in.
Down. Up. Jam.
Jam,
Jam.
jam.
Left.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Kneeling. Standing. It's all good. Down. Up. Rear. Plus. Minus. Jam. Kneeling. Right. Jam. Eyes on the threat. Eyes on the threat. Standing. Left. Jam. Down. Up. Right. Jam. Okay, good. Pick up the mag. Okay, let's gather in. Okay, remember that anything that we do with the weapon, in terms of the functions, reloading, clearing malfunctions, okay, it's all done in from here. We don't leave the weapon out here, okay? Especially with the racking. If I ask you guys to punch a target, okay, are we gonna have the fist up here and punch from here? No, it doesn't give us anything, okay? Fist is recoiled as possible. Same thing with the weapon, okay? We go to rack, we're not racking from out here. We don't have anything from here, it's here. Okay, so that we can ensure that we have all the leverage and the strength to be able to punch it out properly. Okay, everybody feeling good? All warmed up? Great. So here's what we're gonna do. We have the barricades and the stands in the back. We're gonna bring out 3 barricades. 3 barricades, okay? 3 barricades and 3 stands. We'll bring down over here, and I'll tell you guys how to set them up momentarily.
Just between the clubhouse there and the berm, just plywood. We've got the stands down here already.
And you're only now looking at whenever that front sight drops, next round comes off right away. Keep the weapon in line with your center. Everything's strong, including your core. Stay tight on the body. That's the key to it. You're not going to be relaxed in real life, and that's where rounds fly everywhere. Let's come down here. Okay, I'm going to bring my weapon out, get my body in position. I'm going to place the weapon where I want the rounds to go, and that is as far as I go with looking at the sights. Once I get that checked, my vision focuses on the target, and then from there, my body does the rest of the work.
All today?
Today's drill is working on reloads.
I think we should just call it a day.
Let me, yeah,
If you don't mind, please. On my 23.
bring out the 40.
Teacher's pet.
Got 40?
Just because,
It's unloaded.
okay.
It's unloaded.
Thank you.
Man, look like a storm.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the last round, right, the last mag is what we're looking for, okay? Your eyes make a momentary connection with the sights, just as you're setting to make sure that they're there, and then, 2 eyes open, you're looking only at the target. Don't cheat yourselves. You're looking at the target, okay? And from there, all you're doing is feeling the gun. Mentally, you're focused on your body. You loosen anything up, that's where you're going to start to see flyers. Tight on the body, core especially, and everything strong. There's no reason for that gun to tell you what to do. No reason for those rounds to go anywhere other than where you're looking. You understand that? You're in control. It all has to do with your focus on your body. When you feel the gun, I want you guys to minimize the amount of space between each round, but not compromise the body position and the relationship of the gun and the body. Okay? All right. So everybody eyes and ears. Point break ready. If you've got a target that's got a face on it, I want the focus on the nose. If you've got one of the guys with a gas mask, the focus is on the filter on the other side. Alright, so when I say up, you're going to plant yourselves in a position, quickly get the sights on that point of the target, and right away go to work. Ready? Up! Alright, same thing. Ready? Up! Ready? Up! Everybody's empty? Empty? Clear, holster, hands. Okay, coming forward. All right, so again, right now, from here on in, everything is live fire. We're going to be still doing dynamic drills, but we're not working obviously in a 360 environment right now, okay? All shooting will be down to this direction here. We're going to do two types of drills. There's going to be static drills where we're all shooting at the same time, and then I don't know if we're going to get to the dynamic drills today or if we're going to do those tomorrow. Dynamic drills is where we're running and we're moving, okay, the way that we did dry, minus angling anywhere other than downrange. And for all those drills, it's always going to be one shooter at a time. You guys are all professionals. You guys all know the firearm safety. Despite the fact that firearm safety doesn't exist in real life, and when we do drills, we replicate real life. When we are on the range in training, we can't leave any room for error and for accidents, obviously. Okay, so we adhere to every single firearm safety principle. When we do drills, we're going to keep everything unified. You know, everybody here knows what they're doing, but I want everything to be as universal and unified as possible, and that we're always doing things at the same time. All right, just so that we can maintain proper control and make sure everything is safe and nobody's doing stuff on their own. So when we're on the line, I'm going to explain drills. Some of the drills I'm going to demo, some there won't be a need to demo. I'll explain, make sure you guys understand. You get the command for eyes, ears, and to load up, and then we're going to, you get your command to fire. You'll reload your weapons as you go, okay? So we're always going to be running a hot range. We all stay on the line until we're done. Don't bend down and pick up any magazines or anything, okay? Once everybody is done shooting in a drill, which we should all be done at the same time, I'm going to ask for everybody, confirm everybody is done shooting. And once everybody is done, you're just going to show your hands behind your back so visually I can see that everybody is done shooting. And then we'll call it a safe range. And when the range is safe, you'll be able to go ahead and pick up magazines and do whatever. Okay, and then we'll probably advance down to see shots on the targets and what have you. All right, so everybody just stay on the line. Again, weapon always pointed down range. If you have an issue with anything and you need our assistance for anything, keep your weapon pointed down range. Just throw a hand up and we'll come to you. Don't turn around and look for us. Okay. And that's it. We're going to start with the purpose of the drills is going to be mostly to reinforce everything that we did dry, and then there's going to be some stuff tomorrow that's going to be new and it's going to transition into the whole active shooter dynamic. Right. So we're going to start slow, honing down on our shooting methodology and platform, calibrating the weapon to our body, and then we're going to start to pick up the pace from there. Okay, we're going to start to move really quick. We will stick with 13 rounds per magazine for right now, unless I tell you guys otherwise. That'll just be the number for now. Okay, it's 13 rounds per magazine every time we top up our mags. Okay, so it'll be 13 rounds per magazine and 3 magazines. Anybody have any questions or concerns before we start? Okay, excellent. So, everybody on the line, go ahead and load, make ready. Okay, and holster up once you're all loaded. And just show hands quickly, just so I know everybody is good and holstered. Okay, fantastic. Just coming forward again. So, first drill we're going to work on. We want to get to a point where we have complete control of the weapon, where the rounds are going where we need them to go. We're not working on bullseyes because this is real life. It is not competition. It is not target shooting. All right. We need to make sure the rounds, however, are where we're focusing on visually. All right. So we're going to start to learn to calibrate the weapon with our body and use our body as our natural aim point, and focus on all those elements that we talked about. Right. From our stance, coming up, everything is strong. Remember your cores, nice and strong, tight on that weapon. And what we're going to first start to do is you're going to always kind of do a check on your sight just to quickly see that it's relatively where you want the round to go on the target. But when you squeeze that trigger, I want you guys to focus on the target only. Okay? Because in real life, that sight is gone from the equation. The sight's not there. All you have is your gun, where your body is positioned, and where you're looking on the target. And that's what we have to work with. Right? And we're going to start, number one, with 1 round at a time, focusing on our body aiming, eyes open, both eyes open, and the rounds going where we're looking. And all that is going to come with symmetry on the body, hands in proper and symmetrical position, strong core, strong body, even squared platform, and using our center line to map that gun, and those sights kind of sitting in between my eyes and the target. And then from there, we all understand the principle of trigger work, which is important. So we're going to start with proper squeeze of the trigger, squeeze and the reset, but we're going to start to deviate from all those things in the sense of not focusing on the guns. In real life, we're going to be doing this. So once we start to get those rounds where we want them to go using the body, we're going to start to ramp things up. We're going to start to move fast to the point that we are now shooting multiple rapid successions of rounds, and they are all hitting, impacting where we're looking. And then we're going to start to add different scenarios too. Okay? So I'll demonstrate first mag of what it's going to look like, what we're going to do, and we will then go from there. Everybody eyes here. Okay, so The timing. Eyes are your line of fire again. In a position, quick. Gun comes up. And what I want you guys to do right now for this drill, you're not using the sights, but I want you guys to take just literally a fraction of a second to see that the sights are landing where you're pointing in relation to the target. Everybody understand? And as fast as you can, you squeeze that trigger right after you've confirmed that. We're not using sights. We want to make sure there's a proper calibration of where the sights land in relation to where we're looking. Understand the difference? One round, check, and back. Okay? You're going to go through all, for the first mag at the very least, it's going to be one round at a time. Command of up, you explode, round, weapon check, and back. Okay? So one round at a time first. I want to do it slow, and then we're going to do it all together. All right? Everybody understand the drill? Any questions?
Are we on your time or our time?
We're calling the command.
A whistle or something? Or
Yes. Command of up is going to be your command to fire. One round at a time for right now. Okay?
You want us going from the holster or from?
No, we're going to work from neutral ready. Okay? Neutral ready with everything. When you come up, you explode. If you want to come back and do whatever position from here, or neutral ready, you can do that. All right? I don't want anybody starting like this though. I want you guys relax. I want to replicate that -5 as much as possible. From absolutely nothing combat related to exploding into a proper platform. That's the whole purpose. Okay? Let's close in over here. Okay. About here. Okay. Very good. Everybody eyes and ears. Range is hot. Okay, weapons out, neutral ready. One command of up, one round, weapon check, and back. Ready. Up! Check and back. Where were you looking?
Just trying to cut the body in half.
What? Okay, if that's where you're looking. All right, remember, so we're from here, exploding your stance.
Okay.
Good, okay. Is that where you were looking? Where were you looking?
Between the eyes.
Okay. If you're going high, you might be overshooting too quick. Remember, strong. Everything nice and strong. Okay. Take a second just to see if those sights are landing in between the eyes, and then squeeze. All right. Both eyes open. Ready. Up. Ready. Up. Up.
I'm all over the map.
It's okay. It's okay. One thing at a time. Up. Up. Just raise your weapon for a second. And let me see just your finger. Where do you put your finger on the trigger? Okay, try a little bit less here. All right.
Slapping it.
Is that? Yeah. Okay. Ready. Up! Ready. Up! Okay, all right. Up! 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 Why don't you shoot this one, Try that. This is strong. Put your finger on the trigger first. A little bit less finger. Okay. Push your hand a bit higher. There we go. Now, punch out first, stabilize, then squeeze the trigger. Okay? Back. Ready. Up! Where were you looking? That's exactly where I was hoping you would be. Same thing. Ready. Up! Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Remember to be strong in the weapon. Both of your hands strong in that weapon. Don't let that weapon move in your hands. Lock the elbows out, shoulders are locked, your core strong. Bring that weapon into your eyes. Don't have too much finger on the trigger. There's no need for that. Same thing. Ready. I want you to focus on the gas tank, okay, the filter of the mask. Up! Excellent. Check and back. Good. Up! Okay. Up! Where are you looking?
Still going.
The triangle, the nose?
Yep.
Let's do the nose, okay. Damn. It's okay, it's okay. We'll fix it. Up!
Do we need all these targets still, or can we start putting them away?
We can,
I was going to
We
put
can
them in
put
the
them
shed
away.
if you're done.
yeah, those we can put away.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Ready. Up! You're tightening up the core, nice and strong, and everything nice and strong. Ready. Up! 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 Remember, check your weapons. Up! 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 All right, same thing. Ready. Up. 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 Okay, clear and holster. Everybody's empty. Show hands. No, not yet. Show hands. All right. Line is safe. Pick up your mags. Okay, let's go ahead quickly. 3 mags, 13 rounds.